It's the final countdown. Da-la-da, da-la-da-da, da-la-da. It's the final countdown, final countdown. Welcome everybody to our live episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, your superhero of cryptocurrency, Le Superman. In today's episode, we're going to have an interactive session because essentially what is happening right now is it's kind of take your marks, okay? It's take your marks time. Now, what I mean by that is, well, it looks as if the window of opportunity for the market to go down is diminishing. And what that means is that before the big spike, it's a good opportunity now to have a look, reflect on what you've got, what you're wanting, and what has the ability to really grow over the next bull run, so that you are ready and set for that bull run, which is likely to take place over the whole course, pretty much, of next month, starting slow and going high. So if you are excited to learn and take part in this interactive session, smash up ye old likes, smash up the likes, and also make sure that you subscribe to Team Superman for a daily video. Although I may not be live over the next couple of days, but we'll see how we go. Now, let's see if we're live. This is the easiest way, right? This is the easiest way. God, look how big my face looks today. So it looks like we're live, and people are saying, happy birthday, Robert Denninger. Really? So it's not Barry Herbst, the only one that says happy birthday anymore. Let's have a look. Smash up your old likes, by the way, peeps. 611 watching. What the fuck? So today the market cap's at 421 billion. Nice increase now. So it looks like it's consolidating. In fact, if anything, looks like it's kind of moving a little bit sideways. Now, when it moves sideways, what that tends to mean is that basically either Bitcoin shows dominance or the altcoins dominate. Now, what seems to be the case at the moment is altcoins appear to be dominating. Bitcoin has only 37.5% dominance over the market. So everything is now beginning to grow a lot faster and harder than Bitcoin. Now, I have personally looked today at my at my Blockfolio. I was looking at what do I want to get rid of, okay? Because whilst there's a nice altcoin rally, it looked like a very good opportunity to look at what I've got and get rid of some of the crap, some of the things that I've probably not believed in that are currently at a good price, and swap them, essentially sell, so I can invest in something that does actually make me a huge amount of gains over the bull period. Now there are the best way to really make the gains and make Savage Cash over the coming next half of the year is going to be ICOs, in my personal opinion. When you look down this list, the best thing to do is to choose things that replicate what has done well and find the ICO equivalent. So there are already some ICO equivalents of some of the top 100. So before they come out and before I have a chance to get involved in them, really what I am doing is I am looking for the cryptocurrencies, whether they're top 100 or not, looking for the cryptocurrencies that are going to get me, are going to build up the amount that I can spend when the ICOs come live. Because I've taken some good positions, but some I'm not necessarily, too loyal to. Okay, so I'm now looking for some good gains, really, over the coming period. So, ones that I have looked at include Icon. Okay, so Icon is basically a technology that unites various industry blockchains. Okay, so various industries are united on one blockchain. All right, now this starts off in South Korea with a view to global adoption. Okay, so this is looking to really, just like Omisko, solve kind of finance and solve real world issues in South Korea and give a really good use case for blockchain. So Icon, really the money has been made with Icon, and today it's had another big spike. So what I tend to do, other than just purely looking at the charts and seeing how the charts have been behaving and see what the coin price is doing, what the Satoshis is looking like, what I also do is I look at the all-time highs. And I have a look and see, is it still a good time to get into this cryptocurrency given what it has gotten to and where it is in its trajectory towards where it has gotten to. So if I just go down the list and have a look at Icon, currently it's at 41% of where it has been at its, it's 64% of where it has been at its highest. So the highest was $12.64. Currently it's at $4.52. It kind of had its growth halted by the fact that, the bear market came. But could this have done a lot better? Well, personally speaking, I think this has made a hell of a lot of money for people already. The money was made at ICO, when people got in at about 10 cents. That price is no longer around. So getting into it now basically means it would have to go to about $45 to make a 10x. So in my opinion, Icon is not what I am going for. It's a good safe one in terms of risk, but it doesn't look like it has the gains. So it's a no for me. Another one is VeChain. Now VeChain is slightly less of a drop. I've already got quite a bit of VeChain, but I'm thinking of getting more because I think that this is definitely going to be the kind of tracking history, Internet of Things, things communicating with a blockchain type cryptocurrencies moving forward. This is going to be the leader. Anything else is just, anything else is just going to be a poor man's competitor. So VeChain's another one I was looking at, and VeChain at the moment is just off $4, and the highest was nearly $10. So do I think that this has potential 10x, which means it would have to go to $40? Over the year, I think that is much more achievable than Icon achieving that. So personally speaking, particularly because Icon has got, various different infrastructures versus it, whereas VeChain is more of a market leader in this industry, with maybe Walton as a competitor, then I think that this could be a much safer one. So I'm considering VeChain. Another one I'm looking at is Proof of Authority. So let's just have a look and see what that is, ATM. So Proof of Authority, currently it's 66 cents, 70 cents is its all-time high. So this hasn't really begun because this was relatively recently out of ICO. Now, Proof of Authority is basically like a smart contracts platform for small to medium-sized businesses. So it's always been on the periphery, but at the moment it's looking a little bit pricey. 66 cents, $136 million market cap. So it started off at a relatively high valuation, 70 cents. And then people sold it off. Basically, people flipped it, and it was during the bear market, so people really wanted to flip it. And now it has gone up. It started to really rise, almost up towards the highest it's ever been. But this hasn't really had a chance because it's only been around during a bear market. So this one could do really well, particularly because it kind of uses a new system called the Proof of Authority consensus algorithm. So the Proof of Authority consensus means that it's basically a responsibility given to a few people, believe they're voted, and they are the ones that are in charge of the transactions. So that's how the consensus happens, is because of some authority figures on the network that are approving things. So it's a new system, and that is why it has got a lot of promise. Now, it's currently at 123 on CoinMarketCap, so it's not risen a lot, and you can tell that there is some institutional money in this. The institutional money is going to POA, and there is quite a lot of hype that follows POA. So I think that even though looking at its all-time high has not gone up very far, it's only ever been this price during a bear market. So there was a better time to get this, which would have been a couple of weeks ago. However, where this could go means this could just, if this achieved $6, this would be $6.65. this would be a 10x. I think that is very possible given the level of institutional money going into it right now, and this is a sign of what is likely to go into it at the point at which the bull market, keep on getting them mixed up, but the bull market comes back. So PO8 is also is one on the list. One on the list. Haven't yet made up my mind. And then we've got this one, Banker. Now, Banker has had a nice big rise in the last 24 hours, which kind of puts me off. But there have been so many people screaming about it. I mean, I'm sure that if I look at the live chat, probably I'm going to have more people screaming about it. Let's have a looky look. Let's have a look and see what you guys are saying. Lots of different suggestions here. Thank you, Serena. That's very sweet of you. Oh, Karan's here. Good to see you, peeps. Banker, no banker. Banker, banker. Lots of people saying banker. What crap coins did you get rid of? I got rid of... I had a few that were in my portfolio. I just wanted to just get rid of. Okay, I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to cause, some kind of sell-off. Personally, I don't believe in them. I don't think that they're exciting. I think there are way more exciting cryptocurrencies. And I think that even if something is, let's say something about 8 months ago was exciting, we are now living in a short-term instant gratification era, okay, where if something is good at the time, if a bull market if a bull market comes out after, if there's a bull market, if it comes out in a bull market, this thing that is, shiny, glowing, and people are feeling really bullish on, if that comes out during a bull market, it will fly, right? And then a bear market comes and it kind of takes a bit of the shine off, okay? And then most people will take their money and run on to the next shiny thing. That's what we're having now. We are kind of in this period where there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that were initially exciting, but could be superseded by newer, more exciting ones, like the one that I spoke about in this course, the Cryptocurrency Investment Opportunity May 2018. If you haven't taken it, there's a link in this YouTube video description where you can get it. It's free. You can start learning from it, and that is one that I think is going to be an easy top 100 coin. Easy top 100 coin. Though don't take this as financial advice, I personally think an easy top 100 coin and then some. Okay, top 50 coin especially. But I'm not going to say what it is because it's in here and it's for free, so you don't have to pay for it. It's not that bad. Anyway, so so we're living in this kind of era right now. And like Banker, probably in about a month's time, people won't give a stuff about. But because it kind of sounds quite interesting, people are loving it right now. And because it's just growing. I remember when Banyan Network, people were really, really keen on Banyan Network, and nobody really talks about it anymore. And Banker is like the new Banyan Network. It's got some really good investments, 6 million. I think a lot of that is due to the fact that the cost price per token is very, very small, so people are owning a lot more of it. But what it is it's basically a platform, a cryptocurrency community platform, powered by AI. Okay, so it's like a platform, but it says Wall Street on the blockchain. And what that means is, well, what do you go to Wall Street for? You go there for investment bankers. And those investment bankers are the ones that know what's likely to happen with the stocks, what's likely to happen, what's going to go up, what's going to go down, giving you advice on how to manage risk and all that kind of thing. So what these guys are looking to do is essentially create a virtual version of Wall Street powered by AI, using big data to give you analytics, to give you information, to review coins and all that kind of thing, so that you are given the best kind of advice, almost like these are the financial advisors that are going to help you make investment decisions. So I can kind of see what is exciting about this, particularly when you kind of have a look at some of the profiles. So the CEO has 12 years of experience, investment management experience in Wall Street investment banks and hedge funds. So, almost perfect kind of history you would be looking for somebody running a virtual Wall Street kind of ecosystem. Okay, so looks interesting. There's also got some more more members of staff who have a lot of experience. At this one, the CTO, leading expert in the financial technology field in Silicon Valley, 16 years experience, worked for Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple. She was senior technical director of Apple. That's pretty exciting. So you can kind of see why people are liking this and why this is having quite large amounts invested in it. Now, at the moment, it's had quite a sharp rise. I think that this will probably fall once people take out profit, so I wouldn't personally get into this now. There's still kind of a week or so before I think things start really ramping up, so I'm going to give this a shot, a kind of miss for now, but I can kind of see why people are liking it. It does seem quite exciting. And then the last one I've been looking at is Ion. Now, the reason I've been looking at this is because this one is quite exciting in the whole Icon One Chain, interoperability alliance kind of field. So there are 3, I think, companies in the interoperability alliance, and Aeon is also on the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, and they have got good connections. And they are looking, essentially, to a bit like OneChain with this cross-blockchain, cross-chain protocol, basically. It's cross-chain protocol to enable blockchains, completely different blockchains to be able to communicate with each other. So I can see what the fuss is about. Again, 492 million market cap. That's relatively low when you consider that Icon is at around about 1.4 billion. When you look at OneChain, that's now at about 700-800 billion. So Aeon is the last one really to kind of thrive. So again, a bit like Icon, it seems to be quite a safe, low risk investment for the long term. It's related to infrastructure, which I like, and this looks like it would have a steady trajectory. I can't see it reaching $37 anytime soon, which would be a 10x, but I think this probably has more likelihood of reaching it than some of the other ones that have already kind of exploded. Don't think Aeon has really had its explosion so far. So those are the ones I've been looking at, because I'm essentially looking to make some gains before the summer, because in the summer is where we're going to see some really amazing ICOs. Okay, really amazing ones, and technologies that are likely to infiltrate the top 100, one of which I think is going to infiltrate the top 5. Okay, so I am really bullish about what's coming up the second half of the year, bit like what happened last year. Last year, the second half of the year was way more exciting. So yeah, you had the likes of Dragon Chain, and you had Ethos, and you had Icon, and you had Power Ledger, and these were multiple massive gainers for investors. So I think that we are going to see more of these, and I think that, personally speaking, where the money is in infrastructure still. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't going to be some amazing decentralized services, not necessarily blockchains, like dApps basically, which like Ethos, basically, an app like Ethos, something which is going to be astronomically huge. So there we are of the Marble Arch. Dharmesh, Supo, shut up and join. Real ICO 4x to learn. No thank you. Lending Block, not interested in that kind of cryptocurrency, gotta admit. Oh, Sunna says, hey Supo. Sunna, one of the people I said hi to when I was in the Viper, Karan's Viper. That's a car, by the way. God, that sounds really bad. Who else is here? Who else is in the house? Wick's in the house. Kyle. So what are you guys liking, basically? What are you guys really liking the sound of? I'm keen to see what your suggestions are. Hey, Michelle. Good to see you here. Blockaray? Don't think so. Lisa Bittner's here. No, Blockaray I spoke to before they even had an ICO. And I said, guys, it's just not likely to happen when you've got amazing kind of competition out there. So it's just not likely. U Network. Let's have a look at ye old U Network. So that's another one. I think I looked at this today. It was about 0.004. I haven't properly looked into this, but it appears to be having really good volume day after day. Now, where can you get Network? Buybox, basically. Buybox is awesome. I love the Buybox exchange. So let's have a look at you. I looked at this the other day. Have they actually got? Are you able to actually create articles yet? I'm interested to see if you can actually create articles on this like you can with Steam. Because it's all good and well saying this is the next Steam, this is the next, Steam for China or whatever. But unless you can actually get on it, see what it's like, you don't really know, do you? So let's have a look. Alpha. Alpha's coming in December. Really? Way too long away. Way too long away. Kind of think that you need to kind of prove that it works first before you really go anywhere else. Atheon, never heard of it. TokenPay. I didn't look at TokenPay. I think it's just a privacy infrastructure, I think. And it does look quite interesting. Something I actually wanted to share with you guys while you're here is, while we're on the subject of looking at ideas coming to fruition, is a cryptocurrency I spoke about all the way back in like November. Now let's have a look and see if... it's not even on here, I don't think. Awesome, brilliant. But I think you can get it on a small exchange. And that is Corito. So I was saying about this Quora for cryptocurrency coming out that would have questions and answers where you essentially get paid for giving good answers. You get paid for putting really good questions that get lots of answers. And you also have polls. Now, you've got the likes of ClearPoll, Horizon State. These guys are kind of making apps, polling apps, particularly ClearPoll. But these guys, Corito, are bringing, like making more of a desktop version of polls. This is my poll. This one here, what will be the #1 investment of 2018 for gains? And I've put a load in here. So if you want to check it out, basically go to beta, or beta as I call it. Yeah, that's what I call it. beta.corito.io. Sign up, check it out, because I think it's really good. In the early stages already, you can start earning some Coritos or Coros. So I think it's pretty good. So you can basically take part in these. I like the design. It's clear, it's clean, minimalistic. Love it. Do you like the design? Yes. Let's see what other people have said. 91% agree. So that's how to take part. You just take part randomly in these things, and you can get paid for taking part in them. So I don't even know what that is. And then you got the questions and answers here. So just like Quora, essentially, where you can follow people, subscribe to people, follow certain interests, and get notified when questions are asked in your level of expertise. Because then you can come on here, type out a really good answer, and get paid in Quora. So I think Quora, even though it's not on CoinMarketCap yet, because it is still really early, Corito, I mean, this is only 3 cents, I think. 3 cents. So but I got involved in that ICO, and it's good to see it coming to reality. So I would suggest having a go at this, because it looks really cool, and you can start earning some cryptocurrencies straight off the bat. Yesterday, I was really surprised by this course. So I watched my entire course. There was no problems. There was no downtime. Even though I must have sent tons of people to this course, there was no downtime. It worked absolutely perfectly. The interface is marvelous, and it just works a dream. So it's really good to see some of these beta versions of these platforms coming out and coming to fruition. But anyway, either way, this is really a time to, it's like on your marks type time, because things are certainly on the up now. We had a little bit of a downturn, but now it looks as if the general overall sentiment is on the up. That doesn't necessarily mean that a surprise is not looming, because when the market went up 1,000 from 6,800 to 8,000, it kind of like took everybody by surprise. I think even took the whales by surprise. And there's not been a drop And as a result of that, you know, it's just kind of it compounds and allows for the confidence to come and grow. So unless the same whale or different whales decide to come in and crash it or take out some profits as it gets towards 10k again, then I think that as soon as it kind of goes over 10k, maybe 11k, I would say was like the safety zone. Once it goes over 11k, it's surely at the point of no return, which is when we're possibly, and this is what happened a latter part of last year in November, once it kind of went about 11,000, then it went 12, then 13, then 14, 15, then 16, then 17, and went down a little bit, and then went back up to 20k. So I think we're going to see very similar patterns here. Okay, so it needs to go into that zone where it's about 11k. But once that point hits, you'll already have missed the mark. So really, it's a time to kind of start thinking about where do you want to take your positions, and you kind of want to cross-reference it. You want to kind of cross-reference it with this all-time high index to make sure you're not getting into something, unless it's already come out recently. You don't want to be getting into something that, you know, has already kind of recovered a lot from where it is. You kind of want to keep on looking at where are the ones that are still about 2/3 of its value lost. So I would kind of go 64, 67%. This is about 2/3 to 95% of value lost. Have a look and see what are the ones that you like and make sure they are still at a really good buy point. Okay, so let's have a look and see what you guys are saying. Let's answer some questiones. Smash up yield likes, yes. Let's have a look and do a quick count. Have a look and see how many of ye old likes there are. 346 likes only. Come on, there's 1,600 people watching. Smash that like. I will join you. Like smashed. Also got some really positive news today. Finally, the Ethos wallet has gone into beta testing. I think it's beta or alpha testing. Can't remember. But I have got my hands on the Ethos wallet right here, right now. My hands are on it. I'm looking at it. And I've got to say, it is mwah. Now, I have, I downloaded the Bread app. And I thought, let's have a look at it. Because, you don't really want to slag the competition off without making sure that they really are crap. And when I downloaded it, it didn't even work. It didn't even work. I was wanting to see if I could buy some Bitcoin, and I just couldn't even get it to work. It was rubbish. But Ethos looks beautiful, looks superb. Can't really share with you right now because I'm not allowed to. But I can say that it looks absolutely magnificent. I have been playing with it all day. So, and the wallet. But anyway, but it looks really good. So I am really bullish still on Ethos. And I think it's going to do really well. Let's have a looky what you guys saying. I haven't heard of Pantera, no. Utrust, well, I've got a massive amount in Utrust, so there's no need to get any more of that. Is your biggest investment an ICO? Ish. It's more like it's certainly pre-exchange, put it that way. But you'll know more soon. P3D. Is that still even around? Still bullish on Blockport. I do think that it's a really good product. Okay, I haven't obviously seen anything other than the social trading aspect, and it's very low market cap. Look, $17 million. Now, I did kind of compare this to Ethos. Now, Ethos is, this is low for Ethos, really. This has been nearly $1 billion cryptocurrency, and Blockport has all the gains still to be made. So there's a lot of ability for it to do really well. But it all depends on team implementation. I kind of see a little bit like it's a little bit like Coinbase buying straight into, going straight to the exchange. Okay, so you're kind of putting your money in and able to buy on an exchange. It's almost like without wallet. Okay, so Coinbase is a wallet. You buy your cryptocurrencies in the wallet, you send that wallet to the exchange, buy more cryptocurrencies. How Blockport's going to work is essentially almost cutting out Coinbase and having an almost decentralized exchange that you are buying into. So it's got the fiat crypto gateway, and you can just buy into it. So that is obviously quite an exciting vision. All right. So, but Binance is bringing out a decentralized exchange, so it's going to have quite high competition. So, but the gains are there to be made. So I still like Blockport a lot. Any other Sphinx? Blockport beta is coming soon. Yes, very true. Very true. And unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to have a look at it. But like I said, I saw the social trading and it looked amazing. Really good user interface there. Anything others? Bullish on proof of only holding. A-Chain. I'm not that keen on A-Chain, in all honesty. It just looks really, really amateur. Can I become a millionaire within a year with EOS, Wabi, OneChain, ADA, Steem, Credits, and Ripple? It all depends, A, on how much you've got in those, and B, what price you bought in at. But those are very strong, safe-ish basket there. There are a couple in there that's probably a little bit more high risk, but you know that's not a bad selection. How do you download the Ethos wallet? You can't at the moment. It's only available to the testers at the moment. Small community. Anything others? Come on, some more questiones. Stop being boring, peeps. Are we all going to be millionaires? It's very likely that a large portion of people are going to be millionaires over the next kind of 12 months. I mean, it's like I said, you know, it's this strategy, really. What you want to be doing is you want to be fund accumulating, okay? So really, to be a millionaire, you only have to hit it big with one cryptocurrency. I mean, I was lucky that I found what was a diamond, okay? And no one else kind of thought it was one, okay? But the community that was in my mastermind group, we all got this coin and we bought the hell out of it. And then I just kept on, you know, saying why I thought it was great and blah, 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 blah. And then eventually it really got picked up and now everybody kind of talks about it. But once upon a time, people didn't. And that was Ethos. And, you know, and this was at 5 cents once upon a time. You only need one ICO to do extremely well. And I bought, you know, I put like a small 5-figure investment into Ethos. Like on the lower side of the 5 figures into Ethos. And it turned into, you know, 7 figures. Similar was with Icon. If you got this at ICO, you know, when this went up to $12, you know, this again made, you know, people millionaires on, like, I think Ian Bellina, actually, this was his most successful ever cryptocurrency. He put, I think, 20 grand in it and got 2 million out of it, over 2 million out of it. You only need to get lucky with one. So what I did in the lead up to investing in Ethos was I was investing in cryptocurrencies. I invested in Ripple. That made me a 30x. On my investment, and I then got that 30x, put a portion of it into EOS, a portion of it into Civic, which really dived, a portion of it into Status, which was also shit, and a larger portion into Ethos. I put more into Ethos than I put into EOS, and it really, really paid off. So all you need to do is you just need to accumulate funds from some of these good long-term cryptocurrencies. If you get in there early enough and ride them up the top 100 and higher, like I got into VeChain when it was much lower down. Now it's a top 17 coin. It was back down to the 70s, I think, when I got into it. And it's just done really well. You just need to you need to use your research skills, what I come on and tell you and how to research stuff. Use your research skills to identify what are the ones that have longevity, what are the ones that have hype. These are the ones that will go quickly, they will give you good gains, and then you put those gains into an ICO, and then that ICO only needs to 100x, and if you've put a good investment into that ICO, then bang, done. You know, that's it. Millionaire status, done. Yeah, that's just how it can be done. And the thing is that as we move towards this this era of regulation and lack of volatility, you're not going to have much time. So you're still in early adopter phase. There's still the volatility. There's still a lot of excitement, and it's still unregulated. So it means that you could just buy into these things at your desktop, and you can sell them whenever you want, and then you can get into an ICO that's absolutely humongous. And that is all that you need. So you only need one. Only need one. It just so happens that now I'm going after more and more and more and more. And I think that the one that I have gone into massive is going to be absolutely ginormous. Superman, I love you in a platonic way. Now look at POA Network. I've already looked at it. Rewind back to the beginning of this video. Anything others? June Milo, do I think Limpo will 100x? I don't think it's going to 100x quick. You know, infrastructure coins 100x. You know, if they get 100x, they get 100x a lot faster. Limpo, on the other hand, this is a really good use case for the blockchain. Okay, the distribution of rewards for walking, which with a health app, you know, you get absolutely nothing. So it promotes health and pays you for being healthy. Like, if I wanted an excuse to be healthy, I would use something like Limpo. So there's an actual good use case there. It solves a big pain, which is exercise, fitness, health, medical, all that kind of stuff is all solved by Limpo. So I do think it has a lot of chance to do well. 100x, don't know. Zilliqa, I don't know. Hey, Christine. Zilliqa, I don't know. You know, with Quark Chain coming out soon, that has cross-sharding, which is almost a sophisticated version of what Zilliqa do, it kind of leads me to think, well, I think Zilliqa might be a bit of a short-termer, and Quark Chain might actually be the one that supersedes it. But you have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Will we run out of Lambos? Yeah, we might do. We might do. It may be completely owned by the cryptocurrency community. Internet Node Token. Internet Node Token, I think the time's gone now to really get the biggest gains out of this. This was 11 cents. I was saying to you peeps, it's 11 cents. It is just so stupidly low. I think that the world has gone mad. And it's kind of just exploded from that point. It's 4x straight away. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? I haven't looked at Ivy Coin. Lots of people saying it's the next Ripple and all that bullshit. But people say something's always the next everything. You know? But you're just going to have to wait and see. Banker I've talked about. Storyca I think's crap. Personally speaking. What's your absolute number one most undervalued coin right now? Well, they are kind of all showing signs of not being as undervalued as they were. You know, there were an SH ton that was so cheap. Let's have a look at High Performance Blockchain. This is still low. It's only 107 million. Like, this is nothing. Like, where has it been? You know, well, when it went up here, we had no market cap information for it, so we can't really go on that. But its highest is about around here. So let me just have a look. So 204. So I think this one's relatively undervalued. It hasn't really had a chance yet. These guys are looking to target the big data processing companies. There are so many undervalued. There's so many ones that I think can do really well. That's what makes this whole thing difficult, you know, because I'm like one of those people that gets really excited easily. You know what I mean? I get really excited easily. And I think that my sentiment around cryptocurrency reflects the market sentiment. You know, I think everybody gets excited easily. You know, this is a very emotional market. This is a market dictated by emotion, not logic, emotion. The logic's important in a way. Logic, you know, if you're looking at token metrics and data, you know, you get more excited if the token metrics are perfect, if the team is perfect. But really, this is an emotionally driven market. And it's very difficult sometimes to have longevity of positive emotions, because what looks great 1 minute can turn to shite the next minute because you just got bored of it, or it's not done well for you, or something's come along that's that's really, you know, made it less exciting than it was. So let's have a look. Nano went up to $37. Now, Nano is basically feeless fast transactions. So that's undervalued. Relatively undervalued, but then I think it was overvalued when it was up that much. That was just ridiculous. Let's have a look and see if let's have a look, kind of 75% range. There's not much there now. Cardano is definitely undervalued. I mean, that's without a shadow of a doubt. I can't believe I haven't even spoken about Cardano. Now, Cardano's 30 cents. It may look like you're less likely to want to go into Cardano because it was like 12 cents the other week. So it's like 3x since that point. So you're kind of thinking, well, it was good at 12. Now at 30, it's like, well, it's double the price. But it has gone up to $1.33. And this is going to be a future powerhouse. It's going to be a $5 coin, I think. I think in the next bull run, this could go up very aggressively. It could 10x in the next bull run. Could go up to $3. I personally think this is a $5 to $10 coin over the next 24 months. So, you know, so that means it's a potential 20x. 20x on the conservative side is what I will say. So this is probably the most undervalued one. This is a pump and dump. This is a pump and dump. That is another pump and dump. You know, I made good money on this the first time round. So you got to be kind of careful. What's a pump and dump and what's more, you know, long term. Lisk is another one. Lisk is 69%, you know, discount. And but Lisk have already released their beta, so they haven't really grown. So it just kind of makes me think that, you know, maybe this is one of those ones where the excitement has kind of gone, and maybe, you know, you're probably going to start seeing some of the newer ones that, you know, promise to do stuff in the mobile apps area start, you know, maybe overtaking. So it's a difficult one. There's lots of, you know, it's a funny thing. It's how these things grow. You know, you get better over time and quicker. Okay, so, you know, what was good last year looks like absolute dog crap now because, you know, all these founders are learning, seeing what's worked and making it better because technology and aptitude can allow you to make great stuff. If you've got the right team, you can make much better than what's been created before. So you are seeing an evolution in the quality and standard. And it wouldn't surprise me if we had a completely different set of kind of top 100 in about 6 months' time, because there's going to be some really good cryptos coming in. So there we are, Marble Arch. I think that's it for today because I've been on for quite a while. I didn't mean to be on for so damn long. Nexo, wasn't really that keen on Nexo when I looked at it. Aphelion I think's great. I think that they have released the beta version of their decentralized exchange. I'm not quite sure. Morpheus I don't think's that great based on what I looked at. Nothing amazing. Anything others? Not a lot others. Typerium. Thank you for the contribution. Shit. Typerium. Only ICO to sponsor a race car. Guys, if you want to check out Typerium, then, you know, check it out if you want to. Super, you're the best. Great information and advice. Thank you. Christine, I need to go and re-listen. You're tuning in from the pub, Wendy. I'm jealous. Ong. I've got some Ong. And I think that is going to be a grower. Not a shower at the moment. It's going to be a grower. It's going to be one of those ones that takes you by surprise when you start seeing some really good, like, social networky based apps. So that's going to be a grower. Kin's a pile of crap. Not interested in Kin at all. It's just died, really. But then, to be fair, Kick Messenger is dead anyway. Let's face it. Anything others? Nothing else, really. No, nothing else. It's all gone. Thought you guys might challenge me a bit more, but I'm not really being challenged at all. Thank you, King Johnny. I really appreciate that. Credits have hired 350 testers for their beta. Good. It'd be very interesting to see what happens. Do you think Theresa May is pro-crypto? Yeah, I think she's probably got a few stashed, you know. Thank you, Christine. Same to you. Telcoin crap. Oh, Ian Bellina. Good question, actually. Ian Bellina's coming to London on the 3rd to the 10th of May. But I'm going to be in Dubai from the 3rd to the 6th. So between the 8th and 10th, we're looking to set something up. So, you know, you may be able to see the both of us, 2 birds with 1 stone, in London. So, yeah, so, you know, at the end of the day, if you guys are wanting to meet ye old Superman and ye old hacked Ian Bellina, then come and see. Come and see. I'll let you know close to the time. Anyway, I think that's it. I keep on saying that's it. Will there be a Louis Arthur coin? Brilliant. Louis Arthur is the name of Kate Middleton and Prince William's son, which they had earlier in the week. Last week? Can't bloody remember. The time just goes away. Anyway, that's it. Super, how come you haven't seen me? It's Joe. I've seen you. It's very difficult to see anybody on here. Typeria's just giving me the money. Thanks. Anything else? Take Bellina to KFC. I hate KFC. I'm not really a chicken fan. Not really into that stuff. So, yes, I mean, you know, if it was bought for me, then might have a bit. But, you know, not that. My favourite is Schiller's. Good. I like it. Funny. Anything else? Nothing else. I think that's it, peeps. I think that's it. Thank you for being here for another episodio of Ye Old Savage Cash. I hope that you got a little bit, few pearls of wisdom, maybe things you didn't know about, and you're like, okay, like the sound of that now. Or, you know, you're just in a better position to take your last positions. You know, like I said, nothing's a guarantee here. The whales, unless you are in the top 1%, you have no idea what's going on. Okay, these guys are a different set of human being. You know, the whales that I'm connected with don't even flipping know what's going on at the top, so they're useless. So, you know, it's like we got real powerhouses around now. So, you know, so it's difficult to control, but you've just got to kind of think to yourself, well, you know, Cardano, for instance, was 12 cents a couple of weeks ago, and now it's 30 cents. But it may be high compared to there, but it's probably very low compared to where it's going to go. So you just kind of got to think, well, if it loses a bit, at least on the whole, it's going to mainly gain and gain some. But choose intelligently, peeps. Don't just choose any old shite. Choose intelligently. Choose the ones that haven't yet grown astronomically, but show a lot of promise and could 10x or more, because this will allow you to fund really good ICOs, which are coming up in the next half of the year. So, you know, just stay tuned, peeps. This is what you need to be doing. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't taken my Bit Degree course, take it, because this is a cryptocurrency I am going to go very heavy on. What's the date today? 27th. I am going to go heavy on tomorrow or the day after. So, you know, so if you want to know what that is, check it out in this course. Anyway, peeps, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Team Superman. I love you very much. Thanks for being here for another episode. And I'll see you next time. It is lights out, all out.